There's always something to do before I start.
Yeah.
Something I forget. There we go. 6 people already watching. Put my ass on the train tracks. Take the tickets, blow the whistle, and let's get rolling.
Sounds good, Kev.
Yep. I just got done. My aunt just bought some yesterday over at the market. She bought like a dozen I don't know, some kind of giant potatoes, and she baked them, and we cut them open, and she got bacon, and she fried it's slab bacon, and she fried up the bacon, and we chopped them up, and we put them in the potato, and you put sour cream and everything, all in the chives. It was good potato. when I got done.
That's a good meal. It almost sounds like.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, so that's what I just got done having this evening. Hey, Roger.
Had your meal. Had your dinner.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. Roger's coming out. Raining in Davao. Man. We had thunder showers today. Even though it was 95 degrees here, we had thunder showers. That was kind of freaky. We had the same thing yesterday.
Winter in a long time. Every day's been about 12°C. And my missus is over there in the Philippines complaining it's cold at fucking 27 degrees, and I would kill for 27 degrees right now. So it's like, have you ever experienced a temperature at night where it's gotten down to one figure, where it's been like 3 degrees or 4 degrees Celsius, and it's like, yeah, you would die here. When you come to Australia, I'll make sure it's summer.
Yeah. Yeah, that weather changes like that. It's real drastic, and it's real sudden, and a lot of people can't take it. So yeah, you gotta make sure you go to another country when it's like summertime for them, and for the same person, for they don't have a real climate shock.
Oh yeah, if I went over there right now, I reckon I'd fucking die when I stepped off the plane. I would just faint. Just the heat.
Well, yeah, but right now they're having rainy season.
Yeah.
So it's not really that bad, except if you hate the rain, because it's monsoon season. So that part kind of sucks. But yeah, we've been doing pretty well, weather-wise. It's been going okay. We haven't had no tornado warnings or anything. We don't. I mean, maybe once in like 20 years, a tornado could come by. But we've been having like real heavy cold over here in Kentucky since we moved here. We've been getting pretty cold weather.
Yeah.
So that part kind of sucked.
Where are you, Roger? Oh, he's in Davao.
Yeah. The days are short. Yeah. Well, I think we're supposed to have the longest day here, like the summertime. I think maybe this week, but I'm not sure. I think maybe the longest day is coming up. Well, there's my dad and my brothers, and they're all 6'4". I'm the shortest one, but I'm not in the picture. That's me when I had my business, all proud and everything. There's my dad and my brothers again. Yeah, they're all giant. I'm the shortest one, and I'm 6'1".
All right.
Yeah. My dad and I, we resemble each other quite a bit. He already passed on, but see that's my real. He's my real dad, the one in the white shirt. He's my real dad, and they're my real brothers.
All right.
But see, like I said, I'm adopted, but my brother, the one that's in like next to my dad with holding his arm on him, he got in touch with him, and he just found a way, and he, I don't know, he just he does things that he could find people, and he found my real brothers and my real father, and he just worked it out, and it was pretty easy for him. And he went to Massachusetts and got reunited. I never did. I stayed in Alaska, but I stayed in touch like through voice and pictures, but that's it. I never had the desire to go and meet up. Yeah. Just my brother Mark, because he went to Alaska with me when I got adopted. Him and I both got adopted to the same family. So that's how I know about that part.
Okay.
Philippine Travel 21. How you doing, brother? Welcome to my channel. We sometimes we might have a boring channel, or we're gonna have a hell of a train wreck. So buckle up. We do have famous people come on in their own minds. So, but
I know I'm far from that, far from famous, mate.
Well, I'm talking about Dave and Allo and some of his people.
Yeah.
Santai 7 and Jay and our other Jay. We got a lot of Jays in our group.
Yep.
So we got people all over the world that's pretty famous. So we got Aussies.
That Allo is an interesting character.
Who's that?
Allo. He's a different character. I don't think he's
definitely different.
Yeah, he likes speaking his mind. I can respect that. Right or wrong.
Yeah, he would be deaf. I had him, like I said, if you go back to my Christmas, like during Christmas and New Year's, he was very. We had a lot of good shows during that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had Seth, and that's always a pretty good show. So yeah, we usually have pretty good time.
Yeah. So you should have a link to anybody else, or is it just going to be us two?
Well, I threw out a couple of links on Kiwi Mike and Big Mike. It's still a little bit early, so we'll just see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. it was a little bit unexpected. I usually go on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but I felt a little bit lonely and guilty, so I figured, why not hop on? Put my ass on the train track and let's get moving.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel like seeing what's happening. I want to shake the bushes.
Why the
But
hell? Not?
last time I shook the bushes, we had a snake come out in my yard. That's when I was filming my aunt's bees, and we had that snake pop out. And I said, "Damn!" And that was close. I almost stepped on the snake when I was filming the bees. And then I looked down because I seen something move when I was doing the filming. And I said, "Oh, damn, that's black," because I seen something big and it was like moving, and like what I was doing when I was video the bees, and I said, "Damn, I know what the water hose is green, but this sucker's black and it's moving."
Yeah.
So I start moving slowly a little bit backwards, but I wanted to run away like a little girl, but I wanted to keep filming.
Yeah.
So the big boy in me just kept filming, but I backed away a little bit, but I kept on filming.
Well, the snakes over there are fucking harmless anyway.
Well, yeah, but not in my mind.
Like, if you're here in Australia and you shook a tree and a brown fucking snake fell out of the tree, you'd just drop everything and run, because a bite from that, and if you take more than 15 minutes to half an hour to get to a hospital, your destination fucked. So, yeah, over there you'd think, okay, it's a snake, step on its head.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never heard of deadly snakes in the US. They're more like,
oh well, yeah, we get a lot of deadly snakes, but I don't know what they are, so I just figured just back away, because his head and neck moved up like into like a striking position, and I have respect, and I just want to give it some room, and he just went into the shrubs, and I just kept on like finishing filming. Then I went inside the house and told my aunt what happened, but I did keep on filming, and I got it on. It's on my Facebook page.
all right, I'll have to suss it out.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have it. If I have the opportunity, I'm not gonna miss it, because, like I said, I mean, if you got a camera, don't pull it out and take the picture.
Oh, Big Kevin.
But don't put yourself and other people in danger. Like for that picture, you gotta use a little bit of common sense. Don't use me for the example, but just try to use your own common sense.
True.
No,
Yeah, I have to admit, if I saw a snake, I'd probably react differently, but I'd probably also know the snake that I saw would probably kill me. So,
yeah.
Oh, I did have one eventful evening. Like in my house, I have a pet cat, and my cat is the laziest freaking cat you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And my son goes out into the kitchen and goes, "Dad, I think there's something in the kitchen. You need to go have a look." All right, I'll go suss it out. I go in the kitchen. A fucking fruit bat is in my kitchen. My cat can't catch a mouse, but imagine catches a baby fruit bat and brings it inside. And all I'm thinking is rabies, diseases, all this shit. And it's like, yeah, you want to see me not act big and manly? Put me in a room with a fucking bat.
Oh, yeah.
I was, yeah.
Well, I seen people pick them up by the wings
Yeah.
and take them outside and let them move away. But psychologically, when that head turns around and looks at you, that's some scary looking shit, though.
Yeah, my son shit himself. He thought it was dead on the floor, so he just poked it with his foot. He like poked it with his foot, and then it yelped at him, and he fucking shit himself. He came flying. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's again psychologically, it's hard to do anything, especially when it's up close and it's in your house. It's very hard to do. I seen when we had at our church, we had a blood drive that we were doing to give the Philippine Red Cross went to our church, and
yeah,
we gave blood. We donated blood to the Philippine Red Cross, and somehow or another, a bat was there up on the side, up in the corner.
yeah,
It was like in the entrance when you came in, and it was a vampire bat.
yeah,
Okay, that's that little small kind of bat,
yeah,
and that's the kind of bat that does suck blood. And I went up with my camera and I put it up close to it and took the pictures and stuff. And boy, that thing just looks scarier than hell. I mean, like in the movies.
yeah.
That's a scary looking thing.
Yeah, I
So
have to say,
yeah,
I wasn't too eager to go pick it up. I was like, what can I find to grab it, pick it up? I'm not using my fucking hands. And then when I grab it and I go to fling it outside, I forgot that I have this special fucking mesh thing to stop fucking mosquitoes coming in. So instead of throwing it outside, I threw it on this mesh thing, and it was just fucking there, sitting there looking back at me like, what the fuck are you going to do now? I was like, oh. It was entertaining. Maybe I should have taken the camera out, but yeah.
oh, well, if you get the opportunity, always, you guys, everybody, always use the camera, because it's always a good opportunity to talk about it, put it on your homepage.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan. We already got some pretty good people coming out here right now. We got Dan in the house. He's a long time supporter. Yeah, Dan, you've been with me for a long time. On this channel and on my Big Kevin No Bull. On my other channel also, you support both of my channels, and I thank you very much.
So what channel are we using now? Your first channel or your second channel?
This is my second channel, Tito Big Kevin.
Okay. What happened to the first one? Up another strike.
Well, my other channel, I already got 100,000 views, and I got over 700 subscribers. So I want to give this one give it some more support.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you got to get that 4,000 hours, 1,000 subs. So.
Oh, I have on this channel I got 12,000 views. I just need I got over 400 subs, past 400 subs, but I just need to keep building.
Yeah.
So I just need to keep both of them rolling on the tracks. So yeah. I'm not going to get rich off of these channels. I realized that.
No,
but
mate.
Really, this is just for fun, for you guys to come out. Plus, I mean, a lot of you guys are my friends, and I do talk to a lot of you guys like off air. We talk.
Yeah.
And serial, like some of them, like, well, I'm not gonna say no names, but we do talk pretty seriously and stuff, and like as like a friendship and stuff, and it's pretty nice to talk to people and make good friendships.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
you can do it. I mean, but guys and girls, I got some older Filipino friends, that ladies that I am beginning to talk to on Filipino videos. What do you call it? Channels. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. And those are pretty good channels, and that I'm keeping up with. And I listen to them. I don't really understand what they're saying, but I go in there and give my support to them and leave comments and everything, and they then come on my channel and do the same thing. So we keep going with each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of nice.
Hey, at least our rating's 50-50, mate. We got 3 down and 3 thumbs up. So 3 up, 3 down. So we're doing all right. We're not absolute shit today, so we're doing good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, just get up, wave at people, and just get out, get on the horse and start riding it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like on my topic for today, is it safe to get out and come out? Who's gonna say something?
Everyone. You always find someone with something to say.
Well, yeah, but sometimes they do get something of interest. Sometimes you just like go away.
Yeah.
So it just really depends on how much you want to listen.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Because again, on my channel, it's just saying entertainment. This isn't no Dare Joe, Dare Jane channel that you come here to get good advice.
Yeah, far from it, mate. Far from it.
You want good advice, you better go to you want good advice, you better go to the Brown Expat channel.
There you go.
Because he's got more advice than I do. Oh hell. I'll say something. What the fuck? I understand too, brother. Well, especially when you're coming from Texas, I'll say what the fuck too. that's well, heck, he calls me up too at different times of the day, giving me advice, which I do appreciate. And asking me what's going on and how am I doing. I appreciate that too. Yeah, heck, there's nothing wrong with when somebody gives you advice, and sometimes people give you like a wake up advice, like hey, they kind of nudge you and tell you, hey, maybe you need to have a wake up call because something's not going the right direction. And sometimes people can see the direction that you're going, and maybe the direction that you're going is not the correct direction that you should be going on. So sometimes if you listen to people, they could land you going on the different direction, and that different direction could be a better direction that you want to be going on. So yeah, that's always nice to have somebody watching your back. Ugh. Roger Miller, my Alaskan friend. That's always nice. Mr. Roberto, he should be getting off from work pretty soon. Going home in his Mr. Red Fox's pickup truck. That Red Fox had a TV show, and his pickup truck was a piece of well, not a very was not a very like nice looking pickup truck. So I'm sure the pickup truck that I'm imagining that my friend is driving looks like Red Fox's pickup truck, a real lemon. Don't get mad. I'm just saying something. It's one of those days, boy. One of those days. My aunt and I was outside and we were picking weeds by the where the beehives are. You know, that's not a safe place. And I wasn't wearing no protective clothes. They do got protective clothes my size, but I just told my aunt that that's okay. You don't need to buy because I just don't feel like looking like the Michelin man wearing that beehive clothes just because I'm afraid somebody might take out a camera and put me on something and people say that I look like the Michelin man or something not nice and hurt my feelings. So I just went out there where the bees were and start picking out the weeds in the grass around the beehives and had a couple of bees do a flyby. That I got stung. I think last month doing the filming, and the bee caught me on my ear, and my cousin's wife pulled out the stinger. Well, that hurt too,
Yeah,
and my ear's swollen up.
That's one insect that can make me fucking act like a big wuss is fucking bees, man. I've seen how brutal they can be if they get pissed off.
Yeah. My sister, she's highly allergic to bees, and she could die off of one bee sting. So yeah, people can react differently if off of the bee sting.
I think I've only been stung once in my life, and I think that's enough. Don't think I need to experience it a second time.
Yeah, I have a tolerance around dangerous things. I kind of put myself into different kinds of that stuff, predicaments. A bear, moose. I don't know, different things that I'm not supposed to, but I played a card. What do you call it? The Joker card too many times.
Yeah, one day it's going to bite you in the ass.
Well, it bit me a couple of times, but I survived the bite.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
But you know. But yeah, if you're gonna play the card again, pull out pull out the camera and do it live. That's like, when I did that, that's why when I did that kayak thing, I did it live, but I didn't do it real good.
Yeah.
I did it in shallow water, which was good, but I didn't really do a complete. The camera didn't do a good job. It only caught me a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you were going to do a kayak thing or something along those lines. So you actually ended up doing it.
Oh yeah, I did it, but it was in shallow water, and I should have did it in deeper water so I could get a better effect at it with the camera I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because again, you just kind of want to do it for the excitement and for the camera pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
When I was in Alaska, I was much younger, and I put a big carrot, must have been a foot long, and I had this moose come in my yard. It was a cow, a young moose, probably with its mother, but the mother wasn't around, and we've been feeding it quite a bit. That's why that moose has been coming around in my yard quite a bit. And I put the carrot in my mouth, and the moose came up and took it out. And my wife, she took the picture when I was married. She took a picture of it, and I put that in the news and everything. But I got in trouble for doing that. The cops, not the cops, but the Alaska Fish and Game came over to my house, and they talked to me about that, and they gave me a warning, a verbal warning about doing that, and I was kind of stupid about putting that in the newspaper, so I kind of hung myself.
They police anything nowadays. Fucking hell. I guess they don't want somebody else trying what you did and then not coming off as well, I guess.
Well, because see, over Alaska, Alaska, what's the University of Alaska? In the wintertime, they had a moose and two calves, and the students was walking around outside going to the classes, and one of the professors was walking around outside, and one of the calves, well, he was in between the calf and the mother, and the mother came up to the professor and kicked him, and he was killed.
Holy shit!
By the kick by the mother moose trampled the guy.
Wow, that's brutal.
Yeah. So with me putting that carrot in my mouth, like later on, a couple of years after that incident, and then I put that carrot in my mouth, it kind of like looked like it was safe to do.
Yeah.
And they wanted to like put that to a halt.
Oh, of course. Oh yeah, I got another update I heard about on the news only yesterday. The nun over in the Philippines that overstayed 27 years.
Yeah.
She managed to appeal it, and she's still there. She's still over in the Philippines. I guess they must have come up with some money to pay some fines, or Duterte thought it wasn't really good to piss off all the Christians over there, and yeah, she's still there. So,
yeah.
She can still do
it. Again, you're looking at a religious order, and all these kind of things, and she's a woman that kind of stuff is like a checker game or a chess game, and she won because she was a woman, and it was like a Christian thing because she was a nun,
Yeah.
and you don't really want to look bad like deporting a nun. You know, it kind of would look bad because see, the Philippines is a Christian is a Catholic order,
Yeah.
so you know it would look very silly for that country to do that.
Oh, it would. But yeah, I just figured that, yeah, it was more to the point that they come up with some money, said, here's the money for her fines. You don't want to look bad. So I reckon she'll probably stay there now.
Yeah. But again, same with like me,
Yeah.
I was never escorted to the airport. They just gave me back my passport, and they wanted to see my exit paperwork, saying that I got a ticket and when I'm gonna leave and everything, and they were happy with that, and they said okay, bye, and they give me a letter that I had to send the letter to the immigration when when you give your passport to those ladies and then they stamp it for you can leave. I had to give my passport and letter to them because they're what do you call it? Their computer system doesn't really connect to everybody, so I had to hand carry this letter to them, and they had to call the office to verify, and then she hit my passport, and then I could leave, and I thought I was gonna get that paperwork back again, and but no, they kept it. So they had a copy at the immigration office, and they had another copy that I just hand carried to them. I should have made another copy for my own personal use, but I thought I was going to hand carry it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when I was I did find that immigration desk kind of amusing because it's like I understood the fingerprint sort of thing, but it looked like about a $20 webcam they used to take your photo, and the lady's literally holding it in her hand, trying to get it to the right height to get you a mugshot. I'm like, okay, they do things a little bit differently here.
Well, yeah, because you're taller than because usually they would have the camera on the laptop, but for you being taller than everybody else, she had to pick it up and level it.
Yeah, it was like, wow, this is definitely different. And then that little piece of paper you have to fill out on the plane, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit, I don't have a pen. I had to do that.
Where are you gonna stay? What's the name? What's your name? Where you gonna stay? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. And I asked me what job I have, what I do.
We have Jerry in the house. How you doing, buddy? Philippine bound. You guys go check out his channel. Very good, very informationable. You all go over there and check it out. He's a good friend of mine.
I'm already subscribed to him. There you go.
Yeah. 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 Yep. You got whatever that Terry guy tried to brainwash everybody. Don't listen to whatever he said because it was a bunch of BS. He's just bitter because he came on my show and you guys chased him away. That's why he hates my show and me. But that's okay. I'm not bitter. I love women and women love me. So hey, we got another celebrity. How you doing, Frank? Who you talking to like that? That's some pretty rough words coming from you, my little buddy. Don't get my brown buddy. He might get up into a uproar and get upset.
Yeah, you guys find in the chat, you make our jobs difficult because we've got to approve your messages when you call each other dickheads and whatnot. We got to approve that shit.
No, is a dickhead? Is that like some kind of plant? Because I seen they got like an eggplant that looks like a dickhead. You know what I mean? So I'm not quite sure. Because it looks like a purple dickhead. You know what I mean?
I do not understand.
Terry,
someone made a comment about MGTOW. That's one group of men I do not understand.
He was on my show, I think a couple of years ago, and my people didn't like what he was said, and they showed him the door. Because I got a revolving door, and they showed him the door.
Yeah.
Because I think my people here, they all love women. I think that's why they're here. I do love women. I love all women. White women, brown women, little bit heavy. Plump, but not too heavy, but little bit of a cushion is good.
Bit of meat on the bone.
Well, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not the same kind of meat that I have. Just a little bit. You know. If she looked like Adele, that'd be okay with me. Or if she was Adele, that would be a little bit better. She can sing about me all the time. 18 years old. They said she's like what 20, 28, 29. They said she'll be a billionaire by the time she hits 30.
Oh yeah, why not? You gotta have standards, mate.
Yeah. I listen to her. She's very vocal. She got a good mouth on her. She sounds like a truck driver. or a sailor. Oh heck.
Oh. I'm just being entertained by the chat here, watching Frankie, Brown Expat, all of them having to go at each other.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of nice just to go out and just kick the can around. Frank, you're not the can. Just keep kicking, buddy.
I have to say, that's one bloke I found on YouTube that I was like, yeah, he's all right. And then I fucking watch other people and they're all just giving him shit. I'm like, okay, then.
Yeah, well, I've been a supporter of Frank for a long time. Yeah. He's a goofy guy, but he's still okay with me.
I got a question for you, Kev. How many videos do you think the hobo will re-upload until he finally admits he's back in America?
No, I think he's still in the Philippines.
You reckon he is? He's been re-uploading videos I saw like 6 months ago on his channel.
Yeah. He never left the Philippines.
Never left there. He's still there. Shit.
Yeah. He's still in the Philippines. somebody mentioned that he's still here.
Yeah.
I think he is.
Okay.
Because somebody said, yeah, he came back. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I thought he
yeah,
was
I
back.
would come back too. You know, I mean, if I had a chance, I would take the chance and come back. You know, because I got a lot more knowledge now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
of course.
I mean, if I had the money that I had before and the knowledge, I would come back, boy. I know where to go, who to talk to, and I mean, you know what I mean. If you had the same knowledge, 13 years of knowledge and mistakes how to fix them and everything, and then you go back and you got a bag of jingle in on you, boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
And you know who to talk to and who to play the sausage with, man, oh man.
Yes.
I only had maybe 3 or 4 um yeah, girls that I seriously liked,
Yeah.
but boy, the one that I had from Yahoo, I would blow her away, kick her out. But
Yeah.
my 2 kids' moms, boy, those would be hard. I mean, that both of those would be hard to take, to get rid of. I mean,
Yeah.
because both of them were excellent.
Yeah.
You know, so I would, I mean, that's a hard choice to pick
Fuck.
because both of them
You
give
said
me.
Yahoo. Fuck, that's long fucking days there. Yeah.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
long time
yeah.
back when good old Yahoo chat, you could make a chat room about fucking anything. And yeah, that was a long
Yeah, that's how I met my first girlfriend. Well, two of my girlfriends. One was in Hong Kong. That's when I met. That was back in the 80s.
80. Mate,
Yeah.
you're still fucking young. Thanks.
Oh, we are, buddy. Those were the good old days. You know, life was good back then. The 80s was pretty good. I was well, I graduated in the 1980. I graduated from high school, and then I start working. My first job, I was a bouncer downtown. I think that was the same time that Roger Miller was going to Alaska.
Yeah.
And then in the mid 80s, I went to Dutch Harbor. That's where my mom and dad had their business, the hotel, and my mom had her um, sandwich store and her flower store.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when I was cooking on the fishing boat, and then after that, I went up to the mine and over at the oil rigs in northern Alaska.
Okay.
Then I said, "Hell with this," and that's what I got married by that time to Alaska native, and by towards the end of the 90s, I pulled the cork and I said, "The hell with everything," and went to the Philippines.
Yeah. Wow.
And
So you've
that's what
actually
these
been
pictures
married
are.
before too. So
Yeah.
you learned that lesson.
Yep. That's what these pictures are when I had my business, and these pictures with these Koreans when I was teaching the Koreans, and we go out to we had parties all the time, and we would go to these resorts and drinking and eating. A lot of drinking, a lot of eating. They
Yeah,
like to do.
of
And
course.
like I said, we went to Boracay, we went to Gimeras, we went to Bacolod, and they paid for everything. The school, they paid for all my trips, and I didn't really want to go, but I lived there at the school. I'm at their boarding house. I had my own suite and everything, and it was like I had my own dorm, and they paid for everything. So I ain't gonna complain about it.
Yeah.
Those were the perks.
Oh, of course.
But if I didn't have that Korean school backup, boy, I would have had to throw in the towel and go back to the US.
Yeah.
But that Korean school, that's what saved me. Because like I said, I was American and I wasn't supposed to work, but they paid me under the table, and they kept everything hush hush, and
Now, I've already been
that's
offered a job over in the Philippines, and it's like, how much does it pay per week? 3,000 P. I'm like, okay, that's like 25, $30 a week. Nah, I'll skip on that.
yeah.
Like I make that in an hour. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, yeah, definitely well, pretty close in an hour.
yeah. Well, $27 an hour. So yeah, close enough to making that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
strange.
In that circle. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, when I'm talking to the missus, and it's like, fuck, they do 60-hour weeks over there. It's fucking insane, their working conditions. You wonder how
yeah.
long it will take until over there it'll get a little bit more modernized where you have some workers' rights. Because there, you work or you die. That's it, or you starve. Pretty fucking harsh.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, like I said, everybody has different how they do things,
Yeah.
and some schools can make it, some schools go belly up, and they just can't, they can't float.
Yeah. I was thinking of applying through here in Australia. We got Telstra as our major communications. All their fucking call centers are in the Philippines. All of them, every single one of them. So if you ever want
Yeah.
to chat up a Filipino in Australia, just call up Telstra, your local phone company, and you can chat one up on the phone.
Yeah.
My mate once sat there for half an hour chatting to some bird in the Philippines that was trying to upsell him on his mobile phone.
It's bad when you got a problem, like a computer problem, and you got an Indian trying to help you fix the problem. You just want to hang up.
Yeah.
Get me someone that can speak English.
Oh yeah. I once nearly had I had the phone company threaten to cut my phone off because I dared ask to speak for an Australian in Australia that could speak English. They said that's racist and that's blah 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 and against some sort of law.
Yeah.
So yeah, I learned that lesson really quick.
Yeah. Well, you know.
It wasn't being racist. I was just sick of saying what. And so fucking yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice. It's nice and all, but you got to have somebody that can at least pronounce and have a conversation and tell you what's wrong and how to fix something instead of you keep on saying what say it
Yeah,
again.
say it again. What was that?
Because sometimes I have they give me a call and they say we're from the U.S. government, and I hear that accent and I hang up. I said,
Yeah. Or the good old taxation office saying that you owe them money, or no,
yeah,
they owe you money. Tell you what, we'll
yeah.
send you $12,000. All you got to do is give us the 16 digits on the front of your card and the other 4 on the back, and yeah, you're a winner. Yeah. But the funny thing is, people fall for that shit. I don't know how they do, but people do. They must do it because they must, like, that Australian guy smokes so many cigarettes, his teeth are dark. I also drink a lot of coffee as well, so yeah. But thank you for pointing that out. Actually, my teeth are kind of white. I do look after them.
Oh.
But yes, I do like smoking. Should see me in the Philippines, mate. I'll smoke 2 decks a day because it only costs me like fucking $1. Yeah, Obama does smoke more. I actually watched one of his live streams and I thought, hey, at least I'm not the only one here on YouTube that actually smokes. Everybody thinks they're going to fucking die of natural causes or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Kev's getting fucking dessert now, is he?
Well, I sent my money. I sent money to my daughters through Western Union, using my phone. They have an app, and every time I'm on the phone, and I'm using the phone, and I'll be typing it out, and I'll be looking at something, and my phone will go dark, and I tap it, and it says I have to do something because of security and thing, and it's like I had to do it over again, and I got six times it happened, and it told me I have to go to my bank and with my photo ID for I can send the money. And I said, what the hell is this? And I had like 6, it did it 6 times. And during that 6 times, I got all 6 I got money 6 times floating in limbo.
Yeah.
I only needed one set of money because I put 200 down, but I had to do it 6 times.
Yeah.
And I called up my bank quickly. I called them up and I told them the problem, and they said, "Well, come in tomorrow and we'll help you figure it out." And then a couple of days ago, Western Union called me up, and they told me that what was the problem, and what do I, meaning me, what do I want to do? Because I got 5 other transactions floating.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to cancel. I want to cancel them.
Like, they'll be going, we love Dad. Dad just sent us fucking $100K.
because right now in the bank, the bank said that I already made a transaction, and I sent all that money 6 times already to Western Union. And I go, no, I didn't make no transaction. All of those transactions is in limbo, except that one. That one is already, my daughter already got, but the other 5
Yeah.
is just floating in no man's land.
Yeah.
So I talked to Western Union, and they squashed everything, and it went back into my bank account.
Oh,
And I
okay.
said, "Oh God, thank you," because see, when I had to go back to the bank at the beginning, and they said I had to write out a agreements. It's called some kind of agreement, like a complaint, and about Western Union, and it might take 6 weeks for they can put that transaction back into my bank.
Yeah.
And but they just called me up yesterday, and they said that they were going to put the money back into my bank account. And
Yeah.
today, all that money's back in my bank. They're like, oh, so
Ah,
I'm in
you're
a good
happy
mood.
now. Well, here in Australia, Western Union had to change their rules and regulations. Like some new government thing came in regarding fraud and whatnot, being a big problem with Western Union. I had to, as an Australian, I had to go into a Western Union, despite using them for like a year and a half, go in there, show them ID, show them my bank card, show them who I was, before they would allow me to use the service anymore. They literally were cutting off people, and until they proved who they were, you couldn't use their service anymore. So yeah, I don't know if that'll happen over there in America, but yeah.
Yeah, and I was I was so excited when it happened, and the bank manager, she was on the phone, and there was a couple other tellers at their desk, and there and the and at the line there was a couple ladies open at the line, and I just walked over to my to the manager because she knows who I am, and she's the one that helped me a bunch of times. And I just went over to her, and I sat down at her desk,
Yeah.
and she was on the phone, and I just waited till she got off the phone, and she got off the phone, and she goes to me, she goes, "What?" and because she's a black lady, and she goes,
Yeah.
"What?" And I go, this is happened," and she caught on the phone, looked up my account, and she got a hold of Western Union herself, um, through the that kind of transaction, and she talked to them and on my behalf,
Yeah.
and she got everything squared off too. But see, I had to write out a complaint, and the bank couldn't do anything, but I had to do it, and I had to fax it in my own handwriting and everything, but the bank couldn't do anything, so I could release it
Yeah.
to Western Union. But
Okay.
it all got taken care of, and today it got reactive into my bank account.
Okay.
So I was just happy. I was just happy, just because I didn't want to wait no 6 weeks for I could get my own money back.
Yeah. True.
So yeah,
Fuck, I reckon the chat's but taking more, paying more attention to Frank in the chat. I think that's all what we need. We just need Frank to come into the chat and just stir him up a bit. And
well, I invited Frank, and I told Frank that he'll get the same treatment on here that Peter gets, because, well, except if Roberto's around, but if he's not around, he'll get the same good treatment.
yeah,
There's no reason why Frank doesn't want to come on my show, because
yeah,
he knows I like him and everything, like him as a friend, not as a fruitcake. I try to treat everybody pretty much the same.
yeah. like you should.
Well, why you got to go? See that, Roberto? Look what you done. Go to timeout. I'm joking about the timeout. Only go to timeout if you talk racist stuff, because that's not nice. What is this? PW, I heard. Wow. I heard you I heard you was doing a sex change. Heck. Oh. I like to see what a virgin looks like. Well, it looks like not too many people are out having the show right now. Tell Roberto to unblock me. Well, Roberto doesn't have the. You're not blocked. Tell Roberto to unblock me. Raymond, you're not blocked. No, what do you call them a fairy for? There's no such thing as fairies. Haven't you watched Peter Pan? We have Ed in the house. Dave's really not having a show now. Huh. Oh, well, okay. Well, maybe Roberto blocked you that he can't see what you're saying.
Yeah, sometimes if that person blocks you, then you can't see his comments, he can't see yours. That's basically how it works. So.
Okay. Yuck, that's nasty, man. I'm kind of surprised you even. You know, I need to get a hazmat suit and maybe a chemical filter mask if you're gonna be doing that kind of stuff. Doing those nasty farts in these confined spaces. That would put me to sleep. Oh hell. Yeah. I don't know where Kiwi is. Yeah, I don't know. He might be outside. What do I have? Kevin has me blocked, and as Roberto has me blocked, so I cannot see him, or can he see me? Huh. Well, I see everything. I'm like God. Not really, but uh, yeah. You know, my daughter stars season Girl Scouts, and they're gonna have a Girl Scout camp out. I think this coming weekend. Man,
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that because this is like most rainy season. Why do they have that rain doing camp outs during rainy season? That don't make sense. Because last year they had it and it was during rainy season and they had to go into the cabins.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of silly, I think. I can see Frank, Frank. Yeah, Rain Man, what's been going on, brother? I got to get one of those good gaming chairs. They got a couple. They got a company that makes gaming chairs, but they're for heavy duty. But they're for like 4 plus. I seen this one chair. It's for five plus, and that chair looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's like 500 plus. I mean the size. I mean the weight. A person like that weighs 500 pounds. That he can sit in it and be pretty comfortable. He can recline. It's for gaming. But I seen it. But it's in England.
Ah,
The
geez.
company is. It was on Amazon.
Yeah.
But boy, that would be a pretty nice chair. Oh, nice! Wow. Well, good, buddy. That's cool. Are you gonna go to Manila or where are you gonna go, Rain Man? You gonna go Cebu, Iloilo, Mindanao, secret place? Well, that's cool. You gonna go to work, go do a little bit of work in LA? Good for you, buddy. Well, a lot of things I doesn't work as good as yours, buddy. Why did you just send me something just now? Well, I don't know. I'll wait for later. I like this guy. Oh, hey Dale. Haven't seen you for a long time. Welcome back. We also got Jimmy. How you doing? I seen you, but I didn't mention you. Okay, you got it. There we go. Yeah, there's a couple of guys getting ready to go to the Philippines. At least they say they're gonna be getting ready to go. Should be fun. I wish them all. Oh, 14 days till AC, huh? All right, buddy. I wish you luck. I know you're looking forward to it. uh, it's always a good trip. 14, what was it? 14 days? Heck, I'll be ready by 10 days. Bags already packed. Then every day I'd be going through my bags, checking them, making sure I get everything, making sure I get enough medicine. You know, they got this medicated butt wipe. It looks like those baby wipes that's used to wipe your hands. Well, they got it for your butt. Just letting people know. Little bit of added protection. You know? Sounds funny, but hey. just sometimes a little bit of going to the Philippines is doing things over there is a little bit different surprises.
Yeah, like don't expect a hot shower.
Oh yeah. They'll go to a store, get some fluffy hand towels. You know what I'm talking about? They're like maybe 2 feet long. Just a hand towel. Maybe get 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Put a like, you know, with those Indiana Jones bags. Get one of those. Put your stuff inside. Carry it around with you all the time.
Exactly. Big Kev's right, because I didn't fucking listen to him when he told me that. And yeah, if you think you don't sweat in the heat and it's your first time to the Philippines, you will sweat. And you will sweat from every possible point in your body. I think I even sweat from in between my bloody toes.
Hey, you sweat like your eyebrows from everywhere. I even carry a extra shirt around. Yeah. Because by midday you want to change that shirt.
Yes, most definitely. I remember fucking cracking the shits when the missus decided, oh, we're going to buy pizza today. And it's like, I'm pouring with sweat and we're standing next to a pizza oven cooking pizza. I'm like, this is the last place I want to be sweating. I feel like I'm like standing. I'm going to bloody faint here. It's insane.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you take off your shirt, you could wring it and it will come out.
Oh, most definitely. Wow, yeah. What's the 6,000 USD for?
What's that?
I'm reading in the comments. 6,000 USD. What the hell is that for? If you're going to bring $6,000 over the fucking Philippines, you're going to be living like a king.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice, you know.
Mate, I realise I spent way too much and brought way too much over there. I reckon I could have halved my budget and still done it just as comfortable.
Yeah, $6,000.
Because I did it on $2,000 for 2 weeks. So yeah, $6,000,
Well,
far
you
out.
did live high in the hog for that 2 weeks. I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
could
did.
have.
I've told you, I hired bloody resorts, went to fucking Sky Ranch, went to Enchanted Kingdom, I did the whole tourist thing while I was there, seeing it was my first time there. But I know the next time I go there, I won't need to do as much touristy shit. So,
Yeah. Definitely a fun time for the first time. Well,
yeah,
first
I know.
time.
Trust me, I was only there for 5 minutes. Jimmy's saying it definitely felt like 5 minutes. That's why the next time I'm going there, it'll be at least a month. So, yeah, get a bit more of it, get more used to it.
Oh yeah. Well. I mean, the first time you're like a little kid, you're a little bit lost, and you want to have your mother around to guide you. But on the second time,
Yeah.
now
Well, the second
now
time I
you're a
guarantee
little bit
it'll be a lot more
comfortable.
fun. The first time I went there, I have to say I was just shitting myself walking out of the airport because here in Australia, you walk out of an airport, the waiting area is outside the door of the airport. Well, no bloody video I watched told me when you walk out of the airport in Manila, there's fucking not a soul to be seen, and all you'll see is security guards with firearms and taxis. And
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, yeah, just lucky guess that I walked the right way. So yeah, that's one tip. And keep your hands close to your bloody bag because my bag ended up open about that far by the time I got to the waiting area. So people are having a shot at trying to open up my bag and see what's in there. So be careful with your bags.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, have your bag in front of you like Indiana Jones, and just and maybe have a Velcro bag.
Yeah,
Makes it a little bit tougher to open.
I'll use zip ties next time.
Oh yeah. But well, yeah. Then you got to remember you got like have something to open it.
Yeah,
Toenail clippers is good to open it.
they let them on a plane nowadays.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. I know they let me bring my smokes on the plane, but they wouldn't let me bring my lighter, which, yeah, made absolutely no fucking sense.
Yeah, yeah. Don't plan on bringing a expensive. Like if you're gonna have a Zippo, have it in your other bag.
Yeah, one of the comments, Australia to the Philippines, not much jet lag. Yeah, it's zero jet lag, mate. It's an hour and a half at the best and 2.5 hours difference for me at its worst, which is really nothing. Just means instead of going to bed at 3 a.m., I go to bed at
Well,
1
yeah,
a.m.
that's just up and down, man. But when you hit cruising speed, now you're beginning to go down again.
The Zippo is okay. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely miss it over there.
Yeah, that's what they did to me. The funny thing is, from Australia to the Philippines, I could bring my lighter. I don't know. I didn't do anything different. I just had my smokes and my lighter in my top pocket. But on the way from Manila to Australia, same airline, they made me hand over my lighter.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, it is zero jet lag. I had no problems. I was partying the same night that I got off the plane. So, yeah, there was no jet lag.
Yeah, I didn't sleep good. I
Uh,
think when I got off the plane, got to the hotel, I was already sleeping. I didn't even get to bust a nut. I was already sleeping.
how long's a flight from, say, where you are over to the Philippines?
Oh God, I think it was like 19 hours.
Fuck it hell, 19 hours, mate. You wouldn't catch me catching that full flight. And I thought the 8 hour flight I took was bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, it was 19 from Alaska to
Yeah.
Taipei, from Taipei to Hong Kong, from Hong Kong to Manila.
Holy shit. Yeah, for me, it's uh, South Australia to Sydney Airport to Manila. That was it. Quick and easy.
And when we went to Taipei, well, it was cold. It was in January, and it was cold out in Taipei, and I said, why is the air conditioner blowing why is it so cold? And they said, oh, it's cold outside. I go, man, because I thought it was like a nice hot place, but no, it was pretty cold outside on there because Taipei is pretty close to the
Yeah.
Philippines. That I thought. So it's just the equator that's a big difference from where Taipei is and the equator is.
Yeah.
And I guess they got mountains and it snows up in the mountains there.
Yeah, well, for me, if I go to the Philippines, I basically, if I leave 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm there by 7 o'clock at night. That's usually how long it takes me, or how long it took me, I should say. But what's the price of a ticket from the States to the Philippines nowadays? That's one question I've never asked. How much are the tickets over there? Anybody in the chat? Kev?
Could be around 900
$900. Jeez. See, that's the thing here in Australia.
round trip, I think.
Yeah, $900. See, that was yeah, that's about the same what we pay here is $900, but it's only an 8 hour flight.
I flew United from
Paid
Houston,
670,
Hawaii
paid
to
six
Guam.
fifty. It varies,
Okay.
$1,000. Yeah,
Roberta, did you get off the airplane in Guam, or did you just get refueled and then keep on going? Oh, from Chicago, it was a little bit over 1,000 from Chicago to the Philippines.
last Feb, $620.
Huh. Hey Ray, I took you off the bad boy list. Welcome back. I always give
3.5 grand.
everybody chances. That's my nature. That's how I am.
Business class, all right.
Yeah, business class would be good. You got a little bit better leg space.
Uh, yeah, can't see the spending extra money on business class, but hey.
Well, that's a lot of money, though. You get to you spend, so hopefully it's a round trip ticket instead of if you do that throwaway ticket. I mean, you're just wasting a bunch of money.
And they better not be coming down with the bloody trolley going, would you like a glass of whiskey or something? They just drop the bottle of whiskey off at your seat and then piss off. And it better not be that fucking bottom shelf shit.
Yeah, especially if you're doing like long marathon flight.
One thing with my flight, the bloke that was sitting next to me, he like disappeared for like 90% of the flight. And I asked him what was he doing? He said he went up the back and just sat there and drank with the bloody flight stewardess, the people on the flight. He was just up the back getting pissed. I was like, shit, I didn't know that. You should have tapped me on the shoulder and let me know I can go up the back and just sink beers with the,
Yeah. I remember we went from Alaska to Hawaii, and those Hawaiian guys, they gave me the Hawaiian stewards and stewardess. They gave my buddy and I a whole bottle of champagne because we sat in the very back of the plane.
Yeah.
And they just kept on giving us the whole bottle and stuff. And we got drunk just off of the champagne.
Yeah.
That was off of Hawaiian Airlines. That was a good old days. Mexican Jews in the house. Hey, brother. I sent you a link earlier. I thought you was gonna catch it. Next time is good. Wow. Yeah, that's probably true, Jimmy. You can stay at a super nice hotel for the price you pay for business class. Well, I stayed at a couple of nice hotels, but they were nice hotels for us, but they're like a budget hotel for Filipino workers, and it was just a budget hotel, and it was good. It was not too far out of Makati, but it was a good place. The food was good, and we rented out their shuttle van, and it was for $15 for the whole day, and that was pretty nice. We went to Tagaytay for the whole day, and for using the van, and it was we had a good time. This is before they fixed up Tagaytay, because there's the old part of Tagaytay, and then there's the new part. That was a long time ago too. That was a long time ago. I don't know what Tagaytay looks like now, but yeah. And I wonder what he lives on him. Who are you talking about? I don't got my glasses on. He lives on 400, Jimmy. USD. Are you talking about Bama? Bam. If you budget, you can do it. And if you're doing off of YouTube, if people hitting you up, you can still live off of it. Well, 1,500. Yeah, you could do it real good. Yeah, it just depends. I did it in different ways. During school time, I lived in the city, and off school time, I lived in the outer city, up in the mountain jungle kind of looking area, farming area. I didn't go complete native, but a little bit. And if you can do it, some people can't do it, but I can do it. But a lot of people can't switch positions. But it's okay. We were gonna get a guest on, and I threw him a link, but he never came on, and I thought he was gonna come in. Oh well, maybe next time. But yeah, if you budget, if you don't smoke, if you don't drink too much.
What about not smoking and what drinking?
Well, if you live out in the countryside, and if you live in doing it like on the farm, you could do it.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I was grabbing a coffee. Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
So where's this? In the Philippines or in the States?
Oh no, in the Philippines.
Hey, you can't drink or smoke like a Westerner in a little bloody area anyway, because they run out of smokes and they run out of beer. I learned that the hard way.
Oh yeah, if you got a little bit of money, then you gotta start living. You gotta do a native, and native the beer goes away. That's when you start drinking hard.
Yeah, okay. You get, what's that shit that fucking my missus showed me? Lambanog. Some fucking weird homebrew.
Oh, you're talking about one of my favorite drinks. You're talking about I'm sorry.
I don't know what the hell it is, but you could put it in a 2-stroke engine and kick it over with it. But yeah.
Philippine wine.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the last resort. But drinking Tanguay you're gonna be doing that, and then at the end you're gonna be drinking Philippine wine, just because you're gonna be scraping your bucks, and you're just gonna make your own drinks. But yeah, your wine, your beer. Like if you're gonna live out in the countryside, you're gonna find out that you might be drinking a little bit cheaper beer just to make ends meet.
Well, you can't really get much cheaper than 90p for a bloody litre of beer, so
Yeah, but like you just gotta be like sometimes people come over to your house and like they kind of expect you to pull out your beer and pull out your bottle,
yeah, I
and
could say
they
yes. Or they expect you to walk around to the local shop and grab the crate of Red Horse,
yeah
and yeah,
yeah, and that part is gonna that's gonna happen, especially around like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But when her dad comes around, he usually has one, and we go half and half.
uh,
So and I sometimes I say not today because I might have a headache and something, and he'll just laugh and force me to have one. Yeah, yeah. Her dad, Josie's dad, um, he's a very good man, and he put up with my nonsense for a long time, and it's just a it's good that he had our back, and now he's has my kids back and everything.
yeah.
So yeah, can't say enough about um yeah, the Filipino people, they they are 100% genuine.
Yeah, I'd say
Well, I
yes.
mean, I'm talking about for me and my family. Like I said, they help me. Filipino people. I'm talking about, and then I'm talking about my family also. So I'll talk about like Filipino people. Uh, Sometimes when you're out, down and out, you know, they people help you. Then sometimes, you get ripped off. So there's all kinds of people,
Oh
and
yeah,
and
there's
then
all types over there.
really
You
good,
gotta be,
genuine people out there that you think, wow, they come out and they're right there with a club in your club. They got a club in their hand, and they're holding you back, and they're in front of you, ready to take on somebody. And my father-in-law was going to take on his own son. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah. So so yeah, you know, I mean, if you think that if they wanted to get rid of me, he could have turned around and clubbed me to death. I was already had one foot in the grave. So he could have just turned around and finished me off, and nobody would have known. I mean, so yeah.
Yeah. But he chose not to.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, we had a couple of idiots that was out in the audience. Not now, but before, and they saying, "Oh, they could have got you, and they wanted to." Her family wanted to kill you and all this stuff. Well, if they wanted to, they could have done it anytime. Because we had a lot of drunken moments. I mean, like we walked home drunk with no lights on. Yeah. And you know, then I mean, like I said, it's not a good idea to be drunk in somebody's neighborhood, especially if you are boisterous. A lot of expats, when they get drunk, they become very boisterous about Filipinos and Filipino government, and they talk bad and like, how come we gotta feed the families and girlfriend's family and all this stuff, and they yell it out in the street corner and stuff, and they embarrass the family and stuff, and a lot of people kind of tired of that kind of behavior. So yeah. And like more and more foreigners are doing it.
But that's
so
the
it's
thing.
kind of
I
like
understand how people do get in trouble over there, because it's so simple. You can see when you're in this situation, shut your fucking mouth, enjoy your beer, and just enjoy your time. It's like, I was at, I think it's called Paddy's Point, one of the clubs over there in the Philippines, man. I was drunk as fuck, and my entire table was drunk as well. Did not get into one altercation. I had more people say hello and shake my fucking hand than I ever had in my life. Granted, some of them were bumming smokes, but yeah, it was fine. It's just, you just did the right thing. You didn't go, no, fuck off, buy your own smokes, you poor cunt. You just go, here, have a smoke.
Yeah.
Well, they just wanted to know where you're from. Simple. Yeah, from Australia. Are you American? Fuck no. Easy answer. Once you say, no, I'm not a fucking American, mate, your brownie points go up fucking 10. Well, you're not an American, we don't have to worry about you. I have to admit, saying you're not an American makes a difference over there. I'm sorry.
I'm sure. I mean, he just exaggerated a little bit, but could be true. Could be
true.
No, but
I miss
seriously,
the Philippines, man. If I could be there tomorrow, I would be.
What? Come on now.
But right now, it's 6 degrees Celsius, and it's 10 minutes to midday, man. It's fucking freezing here. I'd just be there for the fucking weather.
Well, I think you'd be there for a little bit more than just the weather, you know.
Yeah, I know that too, mate. But hey.
Yeah, again, everybody here, all 18 to 20 people we got right now, all 20 people, we all got the same silly thing in our mind. You know, I think all 20 people is in the Philippines, or they want to go back to the Philippines, and if they could, they would be on the plane right now. With no like, if they said how many people want to get on the plane and then get a ticket, show me the line, you know.
Yeah, it's rainy season over there. That's why the tickets are cheap to get over there at the moment.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would even sit next to the brown expat right now. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be in the middle. Have him sit on one end, I sit on the other end, and this poor sucker sitting in the middle. Boy, that'd be pure hell. especially towards the end of the flight, because we already being liquored up, farting. Poor guy, poor guy.
Oh yeah, before you said about Take-A-Tie, what's it like? I don't know what it was like back then, but it's just all up fucking hill and built up all around. That's I remember when I went there, I was wondering if the little 2-stroke fucking motorbike would make it up the fucking hill. I dead set thought I felt like it was going backwards sometimes. So, that's another place I definitely have to go to. I actually liked it up there. It was nice area, nice view.
Up in the mountains.
Yeah, up in the mountains. And I got to go the next time. I got to do the bloody canoeing, the boats that they have down the bottom. Because from up the top, you could see where you could hire these boats and go for boat rides. But might have to do that next time as well.
Cool.
There's a few things I still want to do, but
Well, there's so many things, you can just do things on the whim.
Yeah, that's it. I think when I went there last time, we tried to have like a plan, but none of it really stuck. Like, better off just doing it on the fly.
Well, yeah, I like Daniel. He got a house to go home to.
What, he has a house over there or a house in the States?
He got a house in the Philippines, I believe. He gets. It should be almost completely furnished by now. So yeah, go home and get a rest, and then get busy. Make sure you're gonna get some food. Get treated pretty good for. How long you gonna be gone? 6 months. I think Daniel's gonna be gone for. I don't know. I think 6 months. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Should be pretty fun. It's been a while since she's been there. Since the last time we talked. Is Matt back in the Philippines, or is he still in Spain or in England? Matt's the guy that owns the apartment building. Okay, 4 months. Oh, what Mexican Jew? Matt said he'll kick Bama out if he doesn't pay. Is really? Well, Bama, you better pay his shit, man. Are you still in Spain? Yeah. Bama. Always. I don't know how much your rent is. Hopefully not your whole money.
The one thing I got when I was brought up was the first thing you fucking paid for was a roof over your head. Then everything else comes second. As long as you got a roof over your head. So if he's too fucking stupid at his age to pay his rent, then yeah.
Well, what do you mean 6 months is too long for you? Oh, 3 months, huh? Okay. Well, yeah, 90 days. I must get some kind of virus in my computer right here. I'm getting, honey, charge for you. Honey, my name is Kathy. I'm 43 years old. Some white woman, 43, and I want some romance. Yeah.
Big Kev, what have you been fucking clicking on?
I don't know. I bet I must have clicked on something, but pretty sad. Because one, I'm not into white women, so I mean, at 12 o'clock I would be, but I mean, I'm not a picky person. I mean, Bemis, Bemis bars over too much money. I don't know. Just work something out with them. You know, just take care of yourself, man. Maybe get on Roberto's good side, and maybe he could help you out with rent. You never know. Roberto could be a nice guy when he wants to be, or he could be a real prick like he usually is. But you know, get on his good side. Get on his good side, and just maybe he'll help you out with your rent.
Really, rent you shouldn't be asking other people to fucking pay.
Okay, then maybe he
Honestly,
won't.
man. Seriously, I don't give a shit who you are. You should be able to pay your own fucking rent, especially in the fucking Philippines, man. Like, what's the rent I pay for my missus' place over there? It's fucking 6,000p a month, like fucking 125 Australian dollars. Fucking nothing. I spend more than that on smokes in a week. So
Yeah.
Just depends on what your priorities are. Are your priorities smoking and drinking, or having a roof over your head?
Yeah. You know, having a roof over my head, you know, that really counts.
Yeah, it does. Because over there, once homeless, you're fucking homeless. That's it. You're joining the people that are living near the fucking bridge.
Hey, well, yeah, that's the squatters area. Hey, Roberto, Raymond wants to know if you're still mad at him, because I guess you blocked him. He doesn't. Yeah, Bevan said he doesn't drink. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Okay.
I didn't even have a fucking drop of Red Horse while I was there.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Stayed sober the entire time.
Me, I'll drink you to shit. I'll just drink. I enjoyed that, but I didn't like it. I didn't like drinking by myself. That's kind of bummer. Except if there was a good movie on, or like a good fight, that would be fun. Then I could do it by myself. But you know, just drinking by myself, that's too damn depression. Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not a helicopter pilot. I had to fly into some areas. Um, a bush plane, a small plane, couldn't get into, so a company helicopter could fly where I was living at. Because I lived in the village, Eskimo village, and that's where my company could fly into, because there was a lot of workers there, and we had a small plane. They would come in, pick us up, and then take us out. And sometimes the weather was so bad that the plane couldn't land because of visible. They couldn't see because of the snow, but the helicopter could come in low enough to pick us up. So that's what that helicopter's for. But during the day, no, no bullshit stories. Just that was when I was working at Red Dog Mine. You can look it up. You can look it up. No phantom stories. Look up Tech Kaminko. They're in Vancouver. They're one of the world's biggest mining companies. Sleep at Holiday Inn, boy. We get some nice holiday inns in Anchorage. Get that business class Holiday Inn. But no, I would sleep in the cheaper holiday. I would sleep in the cheaper hotels, motels, because I'd be out drinking my buddies. Because we would fly back into Anchorage, and on payday, and go downtown. Roger knows what I'm talking about, but we would go downtown and have a few. First, we have a few at the airport, and then, because see, all of us are all miners and stuff, and we would drink at the airport, and then we would go to the hotels or homes, and then we all meet up at different bars downtown that we always go to, and have a decent night. And then the next day, everybody else would catch the plane to the company that I worked for. They would fly us from the mine to Anchorage, and then everybody has to pay the rest of their way to their other destinations. But the company will only pay their way to Anchorage, and then they would they had to defend for themselves. And I would let people come on over to our house in Anchorage instead of going to a hotel. And instead of going to the hotel, we would go out drinking. They come back to my house, and then they would catch the flight the next day to their destination. And boy, we had a great time. But yeah, we had a great time. Oh, shit. But sometimes they would fly, like we had to go back. See, we have 1 week off at the mine, and some of the guys would come back the next week, and they would meet at my house, and then we would go back to the airport. And sometimes at the mine, they had bad weather, and we would sit at the airport waiting, and then they would come on over the intercom saying Red Dog flight cancel. And yes, at 4th Avenue Bar, and over at the Gaslight, and over at Gaslight and 515. Those are all different bars downtown in Anchorage that all of us would go off to, that Roger Miller just said. But yeah, sometimes the airport would come on over at the intercom saying that our Red Dog flight is canceled because of weather. So we would have drinks again at the airport, and then my friends would come back and get in a taxi and go back to my house, and then we'd go back out to the bar, go back out to the bars, and have another drink. And then we'll go back to my house and then try it again the next day, go back to the airport and try to go back to work. So yeah. But every time we go back to the airport, we got paid for that day because we had to check in at the ticket counter, and we would tell us check in and put our bags through the X-ray machine and all that stuff for security and everything. So all of us, I mean, that's all good stuff, man. Yeah. And I mean, we got paid for the full day, even though we were just at the airport and we had to turn around and go back home. We still got paid for the whole day. And I give all that away to go to the Philippines and look at me now, you know. I'm not laughing no more. Yeah.
I heard you was a big lust in the Philippines.
What's that?
I heard you were a big lust when you were in the Philippines.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a few. Not a big lust, but I could have been. No more than my father-in-law. Except I never fell off with the carabao. my father-in-law, he would ride a carabao to the down to where they having the party, the fiesta, and then he would go home riding on the carabao, and he would fall off the carabao. So I never fell off the carabao. One, I never rode it, but I guess if you're gonna be a lush, you would fall off the carabao. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the last time I was in the Philippines. I was looking for some properties, to buy for my plantation.
Can't hear you that well.
Yeah, I had to step out because it's loud inside. But can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what are you doing? Whispering?
No, I'm talking right to the microphone.
Jesus Christ, buddy.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah. It sounds like you're
All right.
sneaking and you can't talk to us because you're gonna get in trouble. Okay, so what happened?
Speaking of carabaos, I was saying the last time I was there in the Philippines, I was looking for some properties, and I guess me and my brother came across this herd of carabaos, and they're pretty docile animal, but man, I had two of them try to attack us.
Oh,
The carabaos.
yeah. Huh. Was one of them pregnant?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah,
Was.
because I was gonna say, if they get if you like get too close, if you spook her, she could get irritated and charge you.
Anyways, that's my story.
Yeah, that's a scary. My daughter, I got some pictures of my daughter close to a couple. I never hopped on one. I didn't have enough confidence in the carabao, but the carabao always had these little gnats flying around its ass and everything. It just never. I just didn't feel like smelling like carabao. but they're pretty docile animal anyway. They're domesticated. That's why I'm kind of surprised that they charged you. That's why I asked you if it was pregnant, or if it had a calf with her. Then I could understand if it was gonna charge you. I'm almost native, so I could talk. I know about this stuff because I done a lot of this stuff.
Well, a couple years back, I know some of you guys seen my videos, but I was on a Carabao and she was pregnant.
Is that what your brother or your handler was walking you on with that carabao?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. So what is this with you and my buddy Raymond? Why are you still giving him crap? He's your own brother, man. He's your
No, but
countryman.
he's a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, well, you
I
guys
can't do
just
my
don't
thing without
understand
him
each other.
trying to, backstab me.
Yeah. You just don't understand each other.
Well, our age different. He's a lot younger than me, though.
Oh.
That's probably why he doesn't
Well,
respect his elders.
I don't know, man. I like halfway everybody. I even let more people off on the shit list today. I did all that stuff because I had heat stroke and I came in the house all tired and I was looking through everything on this channel and I seen a couple of people on it and I just cleared it all off. Start from scratch again.
Well, that's mighty white of you.
Appreciate that, buddy. hey, you know when I'm in the Philippines, boy, I get pretty olive color, pretty handsomeness, more handsomeness, I should say. Was it just like the moose on your show with the club in Alaska? Yeah, right, Alaska, right, Kev. Yeah, I'm not afraid of the moose. I was kind of stupid. I shouldn't do that no more. Now I won't do that. you know, don't do things for the picture. You know what I mean? I mean sometimes you want to take the trophy picture, but you gotta be a little bit more careful. But I think the moose was more interested because I fed the moose by hand with the long carrots by hand, and the moose kept on taking it, no problem, taking it, no problem. And on the third carrot, I put the carrot in my mouth, and that's when my wife took the picture when the carrot took it from the mouth and he took it and he did it no problem. Then I gave him another carrot, no problem. And then I threw another carrot away. And then I went downstairs and I closed the door. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Mexican Jew. I mean, Bama had the nerve to tell his or ask his girlfriend while he was on live stream if she rather pick her over her own daughter. What the freak is that, man? That's not a freaking human being. You don't
Oh,
let you don't ask a woman to choose between you and her handicapped child. I mean, that's the lowest of the low. I'll never forgive him for that, man. That is like total, totally like not human.
huh.
You can't ask a mother to choose
Was
between.
he serious or was he joking?
No, he turned around and asked her several times. She wouldn't answer him. I don't blame her. I mean, he could say, "Honey, who you rather be with, your daughter or with me?" And like, what the hell is that kind of question? Man, he needs a beat down, and I'm gonna give it to him. And if you're listening, Barry, uh, I'm gonna knock on your gate, and you need to come out. You know, I don't I don't want to be in your neighborhood. I mean, your space. You just come out in the open space, and we'll talk about your attitude towards Filipino women. That's for sure. I'll kick his ass. You think his back is broken? I mean, bad now. Wait till I'm done with it.
No, no. You do that, then you're gonna get assault, and then you might get arrested for beating up a handicapped person. Also, what's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
he's a handicap in his freaking head.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You're not as young as you used. You're not as young as you think you are. He might
Well,
have
you're right.
moves and
You're right. I mean,
bobbing and weaving.
I have posse too, man. I don't need to. I mean, I can have people do my work for me. I don't need to dirty my
Hell, you
hands.
gonna have a mob coming over?
Yeah, have about 8 or 10 Filipinos come over there and beat the hell out of him.
Shit, man.
That way he learns not to treat the women like slaves.
Well, why don't you say you're gonna have a bunch of women go over there and kick his ass? Damn, you know.
No, he likes to slap women. So maybe if a couple of Filipinos slap him, see what happens.
Well, yeah, but you could get a couple of big Filipino women to do that. Well, it's not nice to do that kind of stuff. What time is it? Hey, at my 10 o'clock, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna say this is it. All you players out there. I started at my what is it? Damn, 7:30. I started. Long ass day already. Pretty good day. Damn it. Hey, Roberto, why don't you take back that one thumbs down, damn it? What's wrong with you? That's not right, man.
No, man, I give
Oh,
you a thumbs up.
okay, well. And how's your weather in Texas? Same as us? 95? Thunderstorm? Thunder and shower.
We're supposed to be. We're at 84 today, but we're
Oh,
supposed to be
damn.
there the rest of the week. Because we're supposed to be getting some storm coming in.
Huh.
Got a cold front coming in.
Huh. Yeah, we're getting I don't know what now is, but I'll take a look. But we've been getting last couple of days we've been going around 94 degrees Fahrenheit and um thunder and showers, rain showers. Right now, it's 80, 89 right now at night. But it's very humid here. Feels like it's gonna rain. Yeah. You still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I
Alan, when you
we got a
going
brand
back to
new
the Philippines?
who is?
Alan.
Yeah, no, he wants to go back like now.
Yeah, me. Yeah, of course. Fuck yeah. It all comes down to money, mate. Money.
Yeah.
So what do you average? About 6 months working, and then you get enough money to go to the Philippines, then, or you do?
Well, it depends on what work they get me doing. Yeah. If it's harvest work, I can be there in 3 months. If it's farmer's work, it's 6 months. So, yeah. That's all that it comes down to, what work I can get at the moment and how much it's paying. And overheads. But yeah, hopefully I get. I'm still aiming for September to get back there, but if I do, I don't know.
I'm shooting for December again. Hopefully,
Oh yeah.
stay a little longer than 8 days. That was terrible. Never do that again. Well, I told myself I'll never do 10 days. I did 10 days a couple of years ago. And then this last time, I had to see the property that, I mean, I trust my brother and everything, but I don't trust him all that well. So I had to see the property myself before I, buy
Oh yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah, you take a picture and all.
yeah. So,
Well, I
so I
know.
stayed. Yeah, go ahead.
I know my missus' family wants me to go over there in October because I think one of the sisters turns 18, and I'm fucking certain they want me to pay for the birthday party. But yeah. But yeah, they got 9/10 of fuck all chance of that happening.
Well, it's not that
Yeah, you got to
expensive.
come up with something.
Two lichens.
Yeah, I know it's not
You can get
expensive, but
two lichens for
expect me to be there to pay for it, that's the rude part.
and then another 5,000 for the party. That's 10,000 pesos for the lichen and the party.
Yeah,
That's $200.
Yeah, I've done that before. I hired a pool, spa, cook, fucking the works over there, and it cost me like $150 for 24 hours. It was like,
Wow,
yeah, I know.
That's cheap money, but
yeah, I know. You couldn't do that for here in Australia for less than $5,000. So, yeah, I know.
But it just kind of gets you off. It gets you off balance a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you telling me, man? I had to pay for my daughter's graduation. Last couple years ago, man, that almost broke me.
No, I'm talking about in the Philippines.
Australians are cheap Charlies. fucking, yeah. I don't know about being cheap. It's just I have principles and I have ways I work, and you can't just call me up and say, hey, come in October. By the way, it's someone's 18th birthday. So, yeah. There's better ways of going about it.
And you're a special guest.
Yeah, I'm the special guest.
Well, I used to go like every May. I just missed this last May, but I normally go every May because that's our barangay's fiesta.
Oh,
But also it's the same week as my niece, my brother's little girl birthday. So guess who pays for her birthday and
not
the
you.
fiesta? So I get it.
See, it's funny, but it's not really funny at all. Especially if you're the one that has to do that good deed, it's not funny. You kind of get bitter at the end. Like after the first couple of years, you really become a bitter person about doing that kind of stuff.
Well, no, not really, because they're family, of course, and he is my brother. So, yeah,
I'm talking towards us wise, the expat community wise.
Yeah.
Like, cause you're the one that's getting used, and and if you don't do it, you kind of get it. You're the bad guy.
Well, that kind of comes with the territory, I mean, if you're gonna be in the Philippines as an expat, you're gonna be expected to pay for things. If you got a girlfriend, you gotta expect to pay for their family and their kids and all that stuff. You gotta be obligated. You can't just
yeah.
That was one thing. It took me a bit of getting used to that sort of thing because I'm dating the eldest daughter, so the eldest daughter has to help out with the family, and obviously me being a partner, that also comes down on me as well. It becomes part of my responsibility. So when the youngest has gone back to school, I've helped out with the school fees and whatnot.
BK.
So, yeah.
Well, if you didn't want the responsibility, then don't get the girl, I mean, go find somebody else's.
It's not.
I wouldn't mind finding.
It was more to the point. I wasn't expecting it. It's not something that I'm accustomed to. Obviously, here in Australia, you date a Western woman, and a Western woman is the woman you take care of. Date a woman over in the Philippines, and if she's, their family a lot close knit compared to, I guess, Australian families, where they all help each other out. Here in Australia, if you reach the age of 18, you move out and you work out how life goes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember.
I mean, it's my life. It's my life now, but I mean, I'm obligated to help out my family. I mean, forever, never, never, never. So as long as I live, I'm gonna be helping them out.
Yeah.
My parents first, my mother first, and then goes down to my brother, then my close cousins. And I have about 37 first cousins, so only about 8 of them are kind of close cousins. So.
Well, if I'm gonna do it over again, I'm gonna go to an orphanage and take out a girl that just is old enough to leave the orphanage, and that's the one I'm gonna get.
Fucking hell, people calling me cheap. Here's fucking Big Kev saying I'm going to pick up a fucking orphan. Why don't you go walking underneath some bridges and find a fucking young one under there?
No, because the whole family's under the bridge.
Oh, all right, mate.
I'm going to be under the bridge too. And then I might see Peter. He's under the bridge. I'm going to say, damn, buddy. Then I see Aloe under the bridge. I go, man. Well, who else is here?
All right, Kevin.
You'd be
I'm gonna drive
surprised
home.
because that's where a lot of
Talk to you later.
trolls go under the bridge. Oh hell!
Yeah, I'm going to get going soon too, Kev. It's 12:30.
Oh no, yeah, I am. It's already 10 o'clock, and I already told you guys I'm gonna walk at 10 o'clock. But yeah, under the bridge, there's a lot of trolls, so you gotta be careful who you're gonna meet under the bridge. Oh hell! Hey, you guys, we had a good show today. I want to thank Alan for taking off his time for hanging out, and hey, Roberto bounced on over and tell us some good stories. So hey, you guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Had a good time. I feel a little bit better. These low pressures are slowly going away. I've been having some head issues, but I feel a little bit better now. So yeah, I'll see you guys a little bit more coming on. So hey, you guys, I'll talk to you all later. You guys, thanks for coming over to the bullpen, and I'll talk to you all later. You guys be safe and have a good rest of the week. You all be good. Be nice to each other. Rainman, be good. You're pretty good. Don't irritate people. Well, irritate them, but not too bad, okay? Yeah, somebody said that BK's birthday is today. If it is, you guys say happy birthday to him. If it's not, or if it's like yesterday or today or it's the next day, if it's say hey happy birthday anyway. Yeah, you guys. I'll talk to you all later on. You guys be good. God bless. Welcome to the bullpen if you've never been here before, and I'll talk to you all later on.